Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another vlog. This will be our last upload from my parents' driveway. We're about to hit the road, so we're going to do some final testing. Today's big test is energy. We're going to be testing how I think we're going to be able to wire up the Ecoflow to get the power inside. There's not a gimbal in the world that can solve that problem. Try to make this as realistic as possible. Now, as you'll see in the video, I'm starting this later in the day, about 2 p.m. That's actually not that strange because when we're out and about and traveling, the mornings are going to spend. That's the time that we're going to be out exploring and kind of doing things. So we won't really be using any power in the Airstream. That being said, you know, until we get out there, I don't really know what's going to happen. So try to make it as realistic as possible and see what happens. Now that we are fully running on battery, I'm going to get to work as I would normally do any day. As I've promised, I will do a special video completely on the power setup in depth, getting into some of the more nitty-gritty details of it. Obviously, I'm not going to just sit here and sit the camera and stare at the battery. So we'll pick this up in a little bit. We'll get an update. In the meantime, I've got some footage to show you. Goodness, where you gonna go today? Oh, you're gonna be so psyched, you're gonna not be able to believe it. You're not gonna be able to believe it. Alright, bye, Riley. Boys all loaded up, all packed. Goodness. Do you know who you about to see? You don't even know. Who got this slobber? Who did that? Hold on. Hold on. You don't even know that she's here for one of them to figure it out.
I know. Be gentle. No.
Hey, 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 hey! Skunky doesn't go. He's an indoor skunk. It's not in and out. All right, not sure how much of that you're able to see, but did drop him off to Nesha, so she's gonna have him overnight. That's the first time since I went and bought the Airstream that I'm gonna go more than a couple hours without seeing him. I'm gonna go clean the crap out of the Airstream. I feel like I've always been pretty open about the fact that I love them, but shepherds are a lot of work and stress. And right now, at this moment, I feel very de-stressed, very calm. Riley? But I also feel very alone. Oh, hi, Riley. Yeah, you keep me company? Yeah, I got rid of them smelly pups, I know. What crazy excitement am I having without the pups? I am deep cleaning the crap out of the Airstream. The nice deep clean going. We're supposed to get an ice storm tonight. Topped up, got all my propane tanks for the gas generator filled up. We're good to go in case it does. Alright, we have a very important mission to face the winter storm. It's life or death. Emergency. Emergency. Which is Ton Abigail. It's basically my snow day traditions to go to places and buy video games.
And expensive controllers.
Well, you have to buy the actual one, not some like wired one. Who's gonna have a wire? It's like 10 feet long. That's dumb. Who wants a wire? It's not too bad. It's just a little snow and ice. No big deal. We got Skunky. Let there be light, boys. Let's see, it is 1:48. We're gonna try to be a little bit more a little bit more efficient. Went ahead and switched the fridge over to propane. Gonna go ahead and turn these lights off because during the day they don't really provide much. I'm sure they're not really using a whole lot, but still. Actually, this is what's cool now, since I've got it inside, is let me turn those lights back on. Let's see, we're hovering right around 125 again. So it made virtually no difference. Turn them back off. It did drop, but I don't know. I feel like it's still kind of evaluating, but I don't know. It did kind of drop a little bit. Let's try it again. Yeah, 20 off. 20, yeah, so about 20 watts. Pointed while I turn on the main fan. That's definitely taking a chunk, but you know, pups, them require fans. Obviously I want to get a more permanent option. I've tested it, this power cord is thin enough. I can close this. It does put some tension on the power cord, so I feel like its lifespan would be shortened. I would like to obviously come up with a permanent way to wire it in, but this is what we got for the moment for our testing purposes. Buddy, now it's time to do something that I haven't done since they showed me at the dealership. And that is we're gonna get the awning out and test it.
Food's ready whenever you want it.
Enzo, that's enough. I don't know if I remember how it's supposed to keep it from going back up though. Definitely missing something.
So I'm going to simply step out here, grab this, don't put your hand here and get cut.
Well, that wasn't so bad. The YouTube video tutorial that I'm watching. All right, pull this arm out and never ever put it right here. All right, well, I think we did pretty well for this first test. It would be better if it was facing the other way where the sun was, so it could actually be more functional. We didn't get the luxury model. Don't have none of that power stuff. Power awnings, psh, what's that? Been 5 hours. I've been having music play while I work, had the lights on, had the fans on for the pups. And it still says I have 7 hours to go. Do you mind? I'm trying to make the video. Anyway, 7 hours to go still. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good, boys. Wow, you boys are being so patient, especially you, Lotus. A bit so patient while I clean up the car. Yeah, got sleepy. Oh my goodness. I always see on Instagram people like to feature their Airstream mat, which, okay, whatever. I don't think it's all that spectacular, but for some reason mine is covered in dog fur and theirs isn't, and I don't understand this. So if somebody could help me figure out why mine has dog fur, I would like one of the clean ones that I always see. But just ignore those bystanders. They have nothing to do with this. Yeah, we really do need more space, because look how much you take advantage of it. Yeah, you just in my bubble because I won't let you on the clean bed because we're about to leave. Yeah, I know. I know. Well, it's not fair. I get it. I get it. It's not fair that Rally Cat gets to be up here. I get that. Oh, you need to melt your doorway? See, I told you these heat guns, they come in usefulness all the time. This is also handy. Steamer. So after getting Nesha's back door unstuck for the pups to be there, I come home and my dad is literally doing the same thing. He's up there trying to get stuff unfrozen. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, here, let me make your life way easier. Wow, baby cat, you taking full advantage of them pups being gone again? I know I've showed you the desk setup that I'm currently using, and I know I basically semi-permanently taped it to the floor. I still don't like the way Enzo keeps having to turn. It's kind of awkward. I think we're gonna do a smaller desk. Old desk, new desk. You know you've gotten the cheap IKEA. I mean, all IKEA is cheap, but you know you've gotten the really cheap IKEA when they don't even put the holes in the bottom. Yeah, they just tell you to screw in where it looks like it should go. But oh well. It's super lightweight, which, you know, means it's super cheap, but kind of what I'm going for. Lightweight is the best. Unless I'm gonna pay for carbon fiber, which I'm not. Do they make that? I don't think so. Maybe. I should look. No, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't. I told myself that I would just wait until the morning. Would shelve this project since Didn't have any WD-40 or Goo Gone, and I couldn't. So I did try. I failed, but I tried. Apparently, you spray this, you wait about 5 minutes, and it's magic, it just pulls up. We'll see. All right, it's been 5 minutes. Sorry, Riley. Didn't mean to move your bed. No, it's not just peeling up. Well, on the plus side, Riley, the tape really does hold well. I told you it would. You didn't believe. Sheila's getting all the attention right now. All right, well, the table's free. It wasn't too difficult. The WD-40 does actually help a lot. The one issue is I had like my little scraper tool there, and I started at one point. So like I'm going around like this. Started here. I'm going around, and I get to here, and I can't see the scraper. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why can't I see it? That is because, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. Yeah, I went through the floor. Well, I still got some tape up, but as you can plainly see, I made a pretty good couple cuts in the floor. Yeah. Well, there's just no way that's going to help my resale value. While I'm sad that I tore up the floor, I must say that I definitely like this setup much better. It may not look like it on camera because the chair still sticks out a bit, but there's so much more space through here. And I still may do something different with the chair, I don't know yet. So much more space for Enzo. I definitely like this setup way better. Should have done it originally, should have just waited. Oh well, if it took tearing up the floor a little bit to figure this out, I'll take it. Okay, I can't quite figure out why I'm getting these wet spots. The first time I noticed it, I thought, oh, I must have spilt something and didn't realize it, but I definitely didn't. And, I mean, it's not a huge amount, but this is where stuff gets stored outside. So, like, I don't know if it's just condensation. I'm not really sure what that is. Watch out, Riley. So it's this area here. That's where it's coming from. It's not wet on this side, though. Nothing in here is wet. I don't understand. A view you don't often get to see because the pups are usually there. It's underneath. Bed just lifts up. I just showed you the wet spot under the mattress. You probably can't tell, but this whole floor is wet. Very bad. So it's condensation, obviously, being caused by the heat differences. There's a lot of potential solutions out there I was just reading online about, but the easiest might be airflow. You'll notice like I have this door here I can leave open, which honestly I sometimes do anyways just for rally. I had honestly been thinking about just taking this panel off anyways. That way I could put the Ecoflow right there and like see it. Now I think I might just go ahead and do that because then air will get through there and that really should solve the condensation problem by itself without having to install any type of vapor barriers or anything. What was that? All right, let's see how we're doing. I'll lift this alone for like 15-20 minutes. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. All right, Riley, you doing all right? Got the old heater. Take one last look at the clean Airstream before we go get them pups. Enjoy the peace and quiet while you got it, Riley. I usually trust Waze with traffic, but she keeps telling me to like get on the highway when you can plainly see people have listed that there's a crash. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not getting on the highway until I can see the highway before I get on it. Let's take a look. Seems to be moving. Okay. All right. I'm okay with this. There's not a lot of cars coming though, so I think there was a wreck back there. I don't know if you guys can even tell on the camera. I didn't want to film any on the highway, but I kid you not, this is what the highways look like, just like this. And as usual, it looks better on camera for some reason. I don't know why that is. It always looks better. Boy, have a good time. I know Enzo did. Lotus mostly been stressed because of the storms and some weird noise that sounded like thunder. Not sure what that was about. We were gonna go take them both. We were both gonna take them to the park down the road from here. But the roads are so bad. Even on a sunny summer day, it's a 25-minute drive. Yep, I would say that's an accident. It's a little awkward. 71 northbound through downtown Cincinnati. What, boys, if we weren't planning to stop at the park, we definitely would be, because you guys were whisper quiet the whole way. It was amazing. You guys did so well. It's like you knew that I was stressed and you just needed to be quiet. Now what I want to know is who's going to clean Pup Truck? I cleaned it last time. I think it's the pup's turn. I just love these tires. They do so amazing in the snow. Granted, when you're not towing an Airstream, everything else just seems trivial. I seriously can't stress how silent they were. I mean, I've never seen Lotus that quiet, and it meant the world to me. I swear he did it on purpose. He was like, I know you, he's like, I got a lot of stress. I know what that's like. I'm gonna give you a break. Because I have not driven in roads that bad, having to go on the highway with the pups before. Yeah, you boys did so well. I appreciate it so much. I really do. Look at this slush that I'm walking through. Oh, it's so annoying. It's hard to walk in. Where we going? Well, hi. That good time? Hi. Hi. I just love the snow. It's just the best. So I know yesterday started off crappy with all the rain, but I think it ended pretty well. You got to spend the night with Mom. And then today you wake up to snow. That's a pretty good turn of events. Oh, you still, Enzo? Let me have that. Okay, that bubble. Oh, give me that bubble. That's a good boy, Lotus. Let me see that. Oh, let me see that. Boy, Lotus. To be fair, I do not plan to use this air fryer all the time, but I would like to be able to use it occasionally. So let's see what kind of damage it does. 38%, 165 watts. This is gonna jump up significantly. $1,600 watts. Oh my gosh. That's at 350 degrees. It's at 350 degrees. I think now that the air fryer's up to temperature, you can see how much less power it's drawing. But it's still cooking at 350. But it's using significantly less power. Oh wait, now it's heating up again. Now we're really gonna crank it for the last few minutes. Doesn't seem to make a difference on the consumption of power though, so that's good. Same amount of power. That's good to know. That's why we gotta do these tests. So now we know, 450, 350, don't matter. Yeah, we should just cook everything at the highest and make it done faster. That's a good point. That is how cooking works. All right, I was having so much fun filming that I may have burnt them a little bit. Let's see what the damage was. Down to 23%. Did take a pretty good chunk out of our power. I think we were almost at 4 hours when we started. Like I said though, it's not something I'm gonna do all the time.
A few moments later.
It's a little after 9 p.m. Basically going to bed. Still at 18%. Obviously I didn't start this till almost 2 o'clock, although it's because we really weren't here those first several hours. We were out and about doing some stuff, so I don't know, I feel like this is a pretty good test. The middle one still got 80%. That's with me working on my laptop for several hours. And then the small one, I don't use that one in the Airstream. That's really just for, that's really for when we go on hikes or something, because it can power everything if need be. Pretty happy so far. Wow, these pups, I tell you, so sleepy. 17%, not bad. Especially considering I ran the air fryer, which is something that's not really going to happen all that often. Air fryer is really more for when I'm connected to campsites or for that just really rare occasion. Add that to the fact that the smaller battery is still sitting at 80%. Now I'm going to edit once I finish filming right now. But I've done some tests with that one already, because that's purely for my computer, and I know I can sit here and edit for the next couple hours and that thing will be fine. Obviously some of you might be thinking, well, you didn't start this until almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is true because we weren't really here. We got up in the morning and I ran some errands. I took them to the park, so there really wasn't much power usage going on. And that's kind of how it'll be when we're out and about in these national parks or BLM land. While I don't plan to necessarily be in 100-degree deserts, it is going to be warmer climates, so we'll go back to an early morning type of routine where we'll get up early and we'll be out for several hours in the mornings when it's, you know, the coolest temperatures and everything. So we really won't be using that much in the mornings anyway, so I think this is a pretty good test. And like I said, it's still got 17% and we're done for the day, which 17% may not sound like a lot. It's telling me it can go for another couple hours with the TV and all the lights and the Apple TV and the stereo and everything, so I'm pretty confident that we're fine. And like I said, if I wasn't going to edit, we'd probably just be shutting down for the night. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the setup. Again, I'll do an entire video kind of detailing that for people who are interested. In the meantime, this will be our last upload before we hit the road, so our next upload will be out on the road. If you watched the live stream, you know where I told you all we were going to go. Some things have changed, and now we're going to go somewhere else, which I think is going to be even cooler. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's going to be for a longer period, which is why I've kind of changed it up a little bit. I don't want to give anything away yet, so definitely, if you haven't, subscribe, follow along. Appreciate everybody. I especially appreciate all the patrons that support us every month. I've always appreciated the patrons, but I especially appreciate them now with, you know, how unstable my life has been the last few months. It's nice to know that there are people out there rooting for us, and everybody who likes the videos, who subscribes, who comments. It all means a lot. We'll pick up the next video from the road. We are officially on the road, and if you made it this far into the vlog, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what's to come. I'm not going to say where we're at until after we leave a location, but we're more than a few states away, so enjoy the preview. And this will be the last trip to Echo. Alright, maiden voyage. Indianapolis. Well, this looks like a pretty good location. First thing we're going to do is assess the damage. The gateway, boys. Gateway to West. Enzo's eating dinner. Riley was just eating dinner. Pups having a mental breakdown. We're on Route 66, boys. How cool is that? Day 2 of driving. My hitch keeps telling me it's disconnected. Boys, I think we found Main Street, USA. Welcome to Oklahoma, boys. Welcome to the middle of the woods in Oklahoma.